to self, don't get your areola pierced the way I did. Welcome back for another episode of the Dark Figures Podcast. I'm your co-host, Ryan. I'm here with my co-host, Robert. Say hello, Robert.
Hey, Ryan.
Whoa. Wow. Nice turnaround.
Sweet, you like that?
You threw me off.
Yeah, I know.
Touche.
Yeah.
We are back for another episode. We want to give a shout out to all of our subscribers out there. Thank you for being part of the community. And if you haven't yet, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see when we put out new content. And so now we have our guest this week. We want to welcome Ostracized to the podcast. What's up, gentlemen?
Yo,
What's happening, muchachos?
Oh, yeah. It's been a long
while.
time coming.
Yeah.
We've been talking about you guys I've been talking about you guys
I was
since
like,
I first
actually,
met you,
I emailed you
motherfuckers.
guys like 5 months ago.
Yeah, you messaged Tyrell and got no response.
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Come on, Tyrell, get with it. Bro.
Robert
It's
was
called
like, yeah, we went to
Facebook.
middle school together. We're best friends.
Well, dude, I can get him right on here, man. He's calling me right now. No, he's not.
No,
That's
he's not.
that's a telemarketer. Sorry.
Yeah, that's somebody reaching you about your extended warranty.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, I don't even have that
Wow,
anymore.
I'm so glad you called.
So you're like, I drive a 98 Mustang.
Right,
Tell me more about my extended warranty.
Yeah. I mean, how much are you going to really extend this thing? Like,
We're like, I got body damage, dude. Do it up.
Does that come with a money back guarantee?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
it's
But welcome to the podcast, you guys. You guys have been around for how long now? When did you guys start?
no MRC, especially like you guys been there for freaking ever. 'Cause I remember.
About as long as we've been a band, man. Well, longer than 7 years, motherfucker. Try 10.
Oh yeah,
I was going to say it.
you're like, I lost a few. I lost a few.
Yeah, that's what
It
I
was
thought.
2012. We used to practice at my house. So my roommate had a downstairs kind of basement room full of dead arcade machines.
Sweet.
So the neighbors got pissed off listening to us fucking jam. So then we moved in MRC.
I want to say we got like 6 months in. Like we were probably doing our first like 1 or 2 shows.
By then,
About-
before you went
Yeah.
over to MRC.
About then, because it was less than a year,
Yeah.
but it was like, yeah, it's around that time.
Shit. And not only have you guys been jamming at MRC, but you guys are pumping out EPs too down there. And they're all, mostly self-produced for the most part?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I mean, you guys are the epitome of the grind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the metal scene, right? You guys
Don't get too excited. Our last
Oh,
EP has been under our seat for like 2 years
You're
now,
like, pump
dude.
the
So
brakes, yeah.
thank you.
Pump the brakes.
But let's be
But
real.
don't look up to us.
No, but let's be real. You guys are trying to do your thing, and you're doing it all your own, and that's one of the greatest things about when
don't
you
get that
start
with a
something.
lot
Yeah,
of
you don't
bands.
get to hear about that a lot. You hear bands that come up, maybe they produce something that they just kind of spread the word with, like a demo or something like that.
Yeah, it makes
and
this
then
on
they
a
go,
tape.
somebody want to record us, right? And then after that, it's like, okay, then they get somebody in a studio, then pay all this money for it. But you guys are pumping out yourselves, making it sound the way you want it to sound. Fuck, man, it sounds fucking good.
Yeah.
I love what
Thank
you guys are pumping
Appreciate
out.
it.
Cool, thanks, man.
You know, we come a long way in our recording processes. Our very first recording was homemade. It was like entirely homemade.
Yeah.
We like to call it the sock recording.
I
Was it
rented.
on tape?
No, it wasn't tape. It was one of those
No, not quite.
handy recorders. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
they're like
yeah.
decent. They're
Yep.
decent. And I was a college kid and I rented one, and we were so loud, like no matter how the lowest
Right.
Yeah, it
recording,
didn't
and
matter.
so we ended up like stuffing it into a bunch of fucking
Socks.
socks.
Yeah.
And then it came out. And we were like, it's actually kind
that'll
of made
do.
sense.
This is perfect. Look at that.
demos.
Yeah, there's a couple dozen floating around.
Oh, shit. The sock recordings.
I don't have one. I think
I was
we
like,
all
we're
kind
gonna
of
have to
none of
find
us
one.
have them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
no, somebody
on
has it,
computer.
dude. Somebody
Yeah,
has
we
it.
probably
Yeah, it's
printed
like,
like
I got it
50
on a
of them.
computer somewhere, maybe. But
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, like we did it all ourselves, recorded it, covered the recorder in socks, printed the CDs. Like I burned the CDs out on my computer, and then us and our girlfriends all took the burned CDs and stuffed them into wallets and fucking handed them out to people. We're like, here you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's funny because like I met you guys, man, this was probably 2013, 2014
I
at
was
the
like,
Alley. And we were playing with Walkaway Alpha and Cynical.
That
And I
was-
remember
wasn't
playing
Nevermute
with you
was on
guys that. I don't know if it was Nevermute. I
was
definitely was Josh
Rage.
Mathis and Eric for sure.
Oh, so this was after.
Yeah,
okay,
this was after the fact. But I remember it was with my band, Seductive Rage. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
So I remember that was like one of our first shows at the Alley, and I remember we were opening up for everybody, and then you guys went on after us, and we're like, "Man, those guys are fucking rad, right? They were fucking badass." And then when you guys played, we were like, God damn it, they just blew us out of the water. And we're like, we got to make some friends with those guys because you guys were cool as shit. And we went. I remember me and Josh going, let's give them some of our merch, man. Let's just give it to them.
Yeah.
And then we walked over to you guys' table, and you guys were like, oh, that's fucking cool, man. Like, yeah, right on. And then we were like, yeah, no worries. We went back to our side, and you were like, hey, here's a poster, here's some stickers. We're like, made some friends tonight.
Yeah, we played SAC together.
Oh yeah, we played Sacramento on the Y.
Yeah.
We did
the Y.
Yeah, we played the studio on 4th before it came to Dead Ringer. We played there. I think that was our last show with you guys. But yeah, I mean, I've always been a huge fan of you guys because you guys are just badass dudes too.
Yeah,
and you're the epitome of why we do what we do because you guys are always coming out, putting in the grind and writing your material and staying true to who you guys are and what you want to play. And that's one of the reasons why I respect the shit out of you guys. So you've always been really good friends, even if maybe you don't remember me. But
another thing though is like you guys don't like your shows. It's not like constant either. Like so, it's like the build up. Like you guys will have a show here, you guys will have a show there. Like, I mean, I know you're doing your own thing now too, and so you're touring with that. But dude, and then you guys get these like crazy ass shows like Rivers of Nile.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm really jealous.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Jared's a good friend of pretty much all of us. Like I've known Jared since he was drumming and Enslaved the Creation. When he was like 18.
Yeah. We have Eric Marks coming on here in about 2 weeks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so we'll be talking.
No, I love Eric, dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah. But so is that intentional in terms of the way you guys book shows in that time frame spaced out, or
kind of happy accident, honestly. I mean, in conjunction with life happening, shit happening, everybody with the exception of this little fucker here has wives, families, children.
Keep it real, y'all.
Yeah.
Wear your contraceptives out there, kids. Anyway.
Yeah. Especially now.
But like I said, partially by design, partially not. Life happens, shit happens. Y'all know how that goes.
Yeah.
But also, it's just you got to keep them thirsty, dude. It's like when we also got in a bad habit kind of early on in our career, as it were, playing 2-3 times a fucking week.
Yeah.
It's like or way too often. So,
Yeah.
I mean, any band that's trying to if you're trying to build a crowd, if you're trying to do something, it's like you got to be wary of oversaturating yourself.
Exactly. That was where I was getting at.
But if there's anything to take away from it, it's the tightness you guys create on stage too. If there is any good or light in playing that often, is that building that set to where it's like, okay, we've got this motherfucker dialed in.
Definitely, man. It's like it's just like rehearsing your material, man. It's like you're rehearsing your stage presence.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
There's no practice for that, Just keep doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember going to MRC all the time because I was always doing something there, and I was always going by that room all the time.
You little slut.
We do butt stuff.
I was like, that's fucking hilarious that you brought that up.
That's
Actually,
pretty new. I was like that we do butt stuff. I'm pretty sure Scott put that on.
My money is Scott.
I was gonna say because
Pretty sure
Scott. That's the
Stonehaven. Stonehaven Scott.
Oh, not Stonehaven Scott, but I was thinking because we just started doing that now because we were at practice like 2 days ago.
God.
And Scott had this alarm going off during practice. We're like, what the fuck is that? He's like, butt stuff. His alarm was literally, it said butt stuff. That was the only thing on the alarm.
That's funny shit, dude.
That's colonoscopy.
Got a time
Next day. He's like, I had butt stuff to do right now.
He's like, excuse me, I got to go find a garden hose.
Yeah. That's the ongoing.
Excuse me.
That's the ongoing joke, though. It's butt stuff. Yeah, no, Scott, Stonehaven, though, there because I recorded there. I think you guys were walking by one time when I was setting up my drums because I was tracking.
We were right next to that room.
Yeah, because you guys are literally right there. So like I was doing that was Clementine's night. I think.
Oh, okay.
That was Clementine's night. So I was recording with Scott during that, and I remember you guys walking by.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I miss that guy.
Yeah, me too. No,
That guy was cool.
He was a good drummer too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he definitely showed me some stuff. He was like, "Come early with your heads." It's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, him and Tom Gordon. Tom Gordon is like the same way. He's like, because I remember recording with him, and he's like, all right, your snare is
that at
it's
Granny
good,
Studios?
It's good. No, this wasn't Granny's. This was at the latest one.
Okay.
Subtle. And
Subtle.
and he was like, your snare sounds great. Okay, it sounds good, but try this. He's like, I have a 1964 like Yamaha snare. It's perfect. And so he's like, he brought it over. I'm like, dude, all right. Okay,
John Bonham played on this. It still has a sweat. Smell it.
I think he did say, like, just the rags right here. It's up on the wall right there. He has, he's like, I have it framed. I was like, okay. No, but it turned out
got
great.
their thing.
It turned out good, though. But yeah, he's one of those guys too. And Scott did the same thing, but it was with my cymbals and not my snare.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, those cymbals are. Because I think I brought in some cracked ass cymbals. They were like all beat to shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to record. He's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me right now, dude? He's like,
Where'd you find this guy?
yeah. Did you guys just pick this guy up or what?
Yeah.
No, I just picked up the cymbals.
Yeah,
But he was like,
hey, he had a cardboard sign.
yeah, I did.
He used Sharpie.
I said,
so he was top notch.
I'll drum for beer. Yeah.
So recording and practicing at MRC, has that played a part in building some of the relationships you guys have with other bands and even like maybe even people that are doing recordings and things like that? Has that played a part? Have you guys met people through that way?
I'd say yes. I mean,
Yeah.
we had a ton of bands.
Yeah.
down
I
there.
mean, that's probably why we recorded with Scott from Stonehaven.
Yeah.
I mean, he was next door to us.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like
I
right
mean,
there.
he was 2 doors down, and I mean, a couple of friends, that were there at our what was it, Crossfire.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
their
yeah.
vocalist, a tall blonde dude named Brett Allen, really cool dude.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, his band Crossfire,
Yep.
they recorded with Scott. I listened to their fucking shit, and I was like, God damn, dude, that sounds great.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny though because they joke because I mean we were literally 2 doors down. We still are in the same room.
Too bad it wasn't
I know
three
it's a
doors down.
massive room.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of joked, and the guys from Brett and Johnny from Crossfire, they're like, dude, I swear to God, if you listen really hard, you can hear you motherfuckers rehearsing over our shit.
Really?
He was saying, because like a couple times they had to go back and layer, quantize and stuff and remove shit, and they're just like, what the fuck is that?
Right,
And it's
yeah.
like,
Hey, we need to get on a schedule here. All right.
like as soon as they stop playing, they're like, I still hear music playing on the recording. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude? And it's just like, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
gonna
not
happen
sorry,
when
yeah.
you're in a spot like that, though.
Yeah.
Especially when you're right next door. Like,
Yeah.
But sometimes that helps kind of a gateway to making new friends and booking new shows, other venues maybe you were like, hoping to get into, or maybe you didn't really know somebody and they're like, hey, we're playing a show and we got an opening. You guys want to play? Have you ever had that happen too?
Yeah, I think more so it like solidifies relationships. more
Yeah,
than,
right.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm more likely to meet someone at like a show or something.
Right.
Or if it's a familiar face, or like, every now I'll just bump into like Mathis.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just yesterday, I saw Ryan from Dissidents.
Yeah.
I saw his car there, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, because I haven't seen him in a minute.
right.
So I went and caught up with him. Like, stuff like that is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know how many people I really like meet from MRC. But
MRC is
it's-
weird because people are coming in and out all the time. I remember
Yeah,
going there and it
that's
was like
very
fucking
true.
dead, and there's like nobody in there. It's like I literally hear the crickets. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, it really kind of depends on
Go through that
time of
building.
day.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, I mean, we've been in that building for 10 years, dude. So we've seen a lot of people come and go. There are
Yeah.
people that have been there longer than us.
Right.
I was like, but I mean, then it's like we've been there 10 years, so if that tells you anything. It's like, I mean, we've seen a lot of bands come and go, a lot of people come and go. We've met a lot of really cool people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it with the change from Bill?
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's too pumped about it.
Stone
But
fucking
honestly,
Wall Jackson
dude,
over here.
I fucking love our
great.
spot. It's like,
Dude, you
the
got- like,
three
you
of
guys
us
got a
work-
fucking great
3 or 4
spot,
of us
dude.
work like a hop and a skip from MRC.
Oh
Right,
yeah, that's
right.
perfect.
You know,
dude, that's
man, like
perfect.
we go there on our
Lunch
lunch
break,
breaks.
go
Right, yeah,
jam.
let's
like,
do
for real.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
So it's fucking.
Home away
Yeah.
from home, man.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
and we've been there so long. Our rooms, and we got internet. Woo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I heard about that. I just recently
I
heard
haven't
about
myself used it all that much.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we have it.
that. Yeah.
So I have them.
I'm gonna play solitaire on my phone.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's like having dial up at this day and age, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
You're like, I got it.
Hold on. 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You fire
So-
my AOL disc.
Yeah.
Oh, missed
What the
that.
fuck is that sound, dude?
I'm getting a hard on thinking about it. AOL Instant Messenger. Chatting with internet babes all day.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people are sharing rooms. You guys don't share a room, do you?
No. I mean, honestly, it's not cohesive for what we do. I mean, it's just in a perfect world, we'd like to rehearse, upwards of 3 times a week.
Right.
And it's like, we get together when we get together. So it's like trying to juggle that with another set of
It's
dudes
just not gonna
or
happen.
whoever. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Whoever's out there that makes it work, kudos to you.
Right.
Yeah, but we made that room it is like a second home. So all our shit's set in one spot.
Yeah.
I know. I would literally have a cot set up there. I'm not even joking. Cot, cooler. I'm good.
And I don't feel like moving my furniture around.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hey, speaking of that, I got a mini fridge I was going to donate. If you guys want a mini fridge, no. Okay, I'm just trying to get rid
Not
of some
from
shit
you.
here.
How big is it?
The smell's all right, just for breezing.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
I could
fully
use a
stuffed?
third.
Third mini fridge.
He's
You
almost
can
got
never have
he's
enough
almost got
though.
a full fridge.
Just get a big one, okay?
If he cuts them apart and just kind of bondos them
yeah,
together.
just welding them together. All right, this is good.
Yep, this one's for my beer. This
Yeah,
one's my food.
cost me half the
Yep.
price.
It's my combination fridge.
That's right. Locked away.
Doors and shows.
So what made you guys get this band together? How did that all start? All those years ago.
That's like, honestly, dude, I mean,
We don't remember.
Oh, touche.
that might be.
I remember actually, it was me and him. We actually hooked up in Dead Reckoning.
Ah,
okay.
That's my dumb ass.
He was singing for Dead Reckoning for a while.
was that the Arnett's?
Yeah.
No.
He wasn't playing with the
Yeah,
band
at the time, he
Oh,
was
he
not
wasn't?
part of the band. It was actually Steve. Steve was drumming. I forget his last name. But,
Bradford.
Yeah, Steve Bradford. Yeah,
Okay.
Steve Bradford was drumming for us. And, we had that falling out with fucking the guitarist. And we started messing around just a little bit. I don't even think you were part of the band yet when he asked. Or maybe you were.
No, ostracized?
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I was the last one to
You're like, I was there before you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was the last one to
Yeah.
join.
No, you don't get
Yeah,
it. Got
'cause
it.
You guys chatted, and then there was this other guy, Jesse, and then me, and we jammed at Jesse's place, and then your place, and then MRC.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
like that.
Jump.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just, tried to start a band. We didn't really like what was going on out there. We're like, fuck it, we'll write our own shit.
No. Fuck yeah.
So they all kind of knew each other, and I met them on Craigslist. And
Ah.
I
That
really-
was that's a
You were
hot
you were
place,
the,
right,
the
dude?
question mark.
yeah, no, dude.
This guy a creep?
I wish
Yeah.
I kept.
He brought a
the
blow up
fucking,
doll. That's metal as fuck.
That's how we got you. What are you talking about?
Hey, I brought two.
Yeah.
I really wish I kept the ad because I was jamming with like some rock groups and stuff, and I just wanted to play metal. I just wanted to play fast.
Yeah, fuck
you
yeah.
know. And I remember I found this ad, and it was like, "We're looking for real fucking metalheads.
Yeah.
No posers need apply."
Oh,
like
dude,
a page, like a
perfect,
page,
dude.
single space.
Yeah.
And I remember like showing my roommates, being like, "Huh." And then a week, maybe,
found the calling.
maybe no, I didn't.
I was like, you should have showed
I was,
up all
laughing
nerded
at it. I
out,
was like, dude,
dude.
this is something. Then I looked for like at least a week, but it might have been 2. But I like looked, and I was like, dude, this might be my fucking dude.
Yeah.
And then we hit him up. Because I was more in like thrash metal at the time.
Right.
So these guys really got me into death metal.
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
Death and Cannibal Corpse and stuff, but these guys kind of like got me into them. Like,
Yeah.
they showed me Dying Fetus.
Right.
It was like a
Oh,
big
dude,
one.
Dying Fetus. Whew.
Yeah. So I was more like a little thrash metal kid. I like Megadeth and Ghoul.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So,
Marty
like,
Freeman?
way back in the day, I was jamming with a different band that's no longer a band. And so I had bumped into D at
Ryan Saloon.
Ryan's.
Oh, Ryan's.
We were
Good old
down to
Ryan's.
see early
Yeah.
Dude,
Dreams.
Mac, dude.
Missed those days.
And a guy that I worked with started talking to him by the bar, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm an aspiring metal vocalist." And he says, "Yeah, my homeboy's a guitarist. You guys should meet up and talk." And like right away, I hated his ass. I fucking hated him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? I'm Danilo. I hear you play guitar." And I was like, "Oh God, here we go."
I think I've been in this conversation before.
But yeah, I just got tired of it, and I'd already had a few to drink. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, so you're a metal vocalist. Let's go out back. So we're in behind Ryan's, next to those big old fucking trash cans.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, vocalist, hit me up with a rendition of Roots.
Oh, dude.
And this guy sang Roots, Bloody Roots, so fucking
Really?
loud it shook the goddamn trash can.
What year was it? I was probably literally right across the street when I heard that.
Probably like 2010-ish.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
definitely there.
Yeah, and it was like, oh God, this guy's the real fucking deal. So
You brought the thunder.
yeah, so he was like, yeah, dude, you like jam sometime? And I was like, yeah, I'll roll my stack over. Where you at?
Yeah.
Started like kicking back and forth. And,
Yeah.
start and sputter and start and sputter. And
And you tried out for fucking Dead Reckoning too, and
I tried over Dead Reckoning, and I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
yeah, Jeremy was
Hard pass.
Yeah, that was. And then shortly after that, Tyrell joined us. I was just like, oh shit, I've seen this guy shred before.
And we're pretty much common law married now. So.
I was like, you don't get this very much where like the same
we're all
band
original
members.
members.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't get that a lot.
Now the question is, who wears the pants?
Yeah.
Dibs.
Those goes.
Well, none of us if we don't have to.
Valid.
They make a whole outfit. Somebody's
that's
wearing
right.
a shirt.
That's
Somebody's
right.
wearing pants. And,
Exactly. It's like Voltron, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wears
With
one
our
article of
powers
clothing.
combined.
It's like with our powers combined, we are 3/4 naked. What the fuck is wrong with those guys?
We all decided to wear pants. I don't know.
Clothing optional. Fuck it. So, and with your guys' your growth in the last 10 years of being a band, where do you guys see yourself, say, in the next 10 years? Are you still just going to be...
I don't plan to live that long.
Well, fuck
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You never know. Do you guys have any
You're not
ambitions
drinking enough.
for
You
this
want a
band?
whiskey?
Are you guys looking
No,
to...
thank you.
Because I know you guys have done some like West Coast stuff, touring a little bit here and there. Anything existential or anything like that. But is that the goal? Do a U.S. tour?
I would love to get back on the road again and do some of that. I mean, we all have kids now, so
Right.
things are jumbled.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, so it's kind of like as soon as we could figure out, like, okay, we're good, this is good.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I want to get out there.
Yeah,
I can't find a permanent nanny.
Yeah, because we had that conversation with Mathis.
They're hard to find.
I'm pretty fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Right. Because we had that conversation with Mathis a couple weeks ago about you know, touring and all that, and how having a family, having kids and stuff like that plays such a huge part in whether or not you're able to take it to that next level. Right. And sometimes it's like we'll do it if it feels right. We're not going to do it just because we can say we
Has
did
to
it.
tickle the
Because
tank.
exactly, all the stars need to align, and it needs to go right into the bunghole for it to feel good. You know
Butt
what I mean?
stuff.
Butt stuff.
Yeah.
See? Full circle. See how that came around?
Yeah.
It's just,
We like doing that.
It's like, in my opinion, just like anything in life, it's like if you spend a time waiting for the perfect opportunity, you're just gonna fucking miss it.
Oh yeah.
It's like we'll do shit on the fly sometimes,
Yeah.
if and when we can. Like I said, dude, life happens. Shit
Sometimes when the
happens.
opportunity knocks, you jump or you don't.
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing. And
Yeah.
I like that spontaneous sometimes where it's just like, oh, we're leaving tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna go out to Toots. Perfect. Let's go.
Yeah. Take a trip.
Get while the getting's good, man. I mean,
Right.
It's like sometimes shit like that pops up. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it. And sometimes they end up being the best shows that you ever fucking played. And you're like, damn, that was a fucking good show.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's like, as far as where we want to go, dude. I mean, sure we'd love to just keep writing music. I'm sure we'd love to. I'd love to hit the road.
Yeah.
Go make some fucking noise in other cities. Go piss off some other people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Get in a fight or two.
so we get in this conversation too sometimes is like, who's more of like a stage, like you just want to be on stage, or who's more in like the writing side of things, like where it's like, for me, it's I like to be in the just writing. Like I'm gonna write music.
studio,
Like I'll write music.
Feeling
nonstop.
it. Feeling the juice.
The stage thing, I'm care to I don't really. I'm not feeling like the stage all the time. I'm not one of those rock star guys who's like, yeah, fire.
And look at him now.
So yeah, you guys do you guys like the stage or?
No, I do like the stage.
Definitely.
I like to perform.
If I had to choose, I would choose stage.
Yeah.
I love being the center of attention. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also get you on the writing thing. I'm constantly writing songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can also sit there and write for 5 months and then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that feeling of like finishing a song and
Yeah.
like this shit stomps.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly. And that's
Like, but it's like I want to take this live.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like
it's
that's
like
like
I get that
that's
feel,
where the
like,
live
this
thing
fucking
starts
song
kicking
stomped.
in.
Now I
Yeah.
want to see somebody
Yeah.
stomp to it.
Yeah.
That's how I've always been. It's
Yeah.
like I'm perfectly happy to just keep writing music, but then when you write a banger, you're like, we
I
gotta put
know,
this on
like
stage.
Someone's
people
gotta
need
hear
to hear
this.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, people need to hear this. But that's where it goes. Like, all right, you're either gonna go live or you go to the studio. It's the same way. But you're like, if you go to the studio, you record it, you put it out, and you're like, oh, they still need that live feeling on this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Sometimes it's like a trial by error, right? Maybe you go out there, you play it live first, and after practicing it, polishing it, and then you take it out to a show and you see the reaction, and it's like, yeah, they fucking dig that. Let's record it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. We certainly do that when it comes to our songwriting process. We'll write a new jam, and when we're like 90% confident that we're like, okay, we all know what we're doing, right?
Right, yeah,
90%, 90%.
Yeah.
Well,
Whole team
89,
go.
We'll play it fucking live.
right? Yeah.
with the last stuff that we wrote 2 years ago, finish it up. It's been nice. We made scratch tracks, so it's just a click and a bass. It's fucking tight.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, because I can jam along to our recorded stuff, but there's so much happening in the recorded stuff. You know, it's just like it gets a little jumbled sometimes, especially certain parts of certain songs. Like there's like specific parts where I leave. Anyways, with the scratch tracks, it's fucking tight.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just a 4 count in and then a click and the bass riff.
Yeah, and then you're just running
And
off
then
click.
like and there's one song where Ugo gives vocal cues even.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Just made it easy.
Yeah.
So then I can just practice those all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The importance of vocal cues.
Here
Go
and
into
there.
that for a while. I get that. No, there's certain songs.
There's
where it's
songs.
Like, it's
Well,
like
it's the
I
simple
need those
songs.
vocals.
It's
like,
the simple songs. It's the songs
yeah,
where
it's
there's
the
not a
most
lot
simple
happening.
songs. Yeah, and it's
'Cause,
like
yeah,
where's
you're doing
the
it when there's a lot
keys
happening.
For
at?
like 5-6 measures.
Right.
Oh,
And you're
fuck,
like,
am I on the 5 or am I on
You're
the
like,
Yeah.
where the hell
Right.
am I?
What?
But
Yeah.
if it's like
Am I
most
supposed
are
to change
shits.
right now?
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
Most are shit shreddy enough where I'm not counting past 4 a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Before you transition or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the
fill a
change.
little something.
Yeah, fill a new
But then
change.
like we have a couple more like
Yeah, like hits from the bottom.
head
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
neck
yeah,
wreckers,
yeah.
fucking, you know.
Well, you know, it's cool because like listening to you guys, every single one of you has that. Like there is no like one is pushed more forward than the other in any way more than everybody else.
No,
it's
it's
like
great balance,
everything
dude. It's
is
great
just
balance.
all up front where you hear the intricacies of the drums, you hear the intricacies of the bass, the guitar, the vocals. Everything just sounds so up front. And it definitely is one of those ones where it's like that. What is that fucking speaker commercial, right? Where the guy's
The neck.
right?
Get the fact
Blowing
checker
his
out.
face off, right?
No, and I think a lot of that,
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
like our general like chemistry from jamming so long.
Yeah.
Hey, we shut the hell up back there.
Yeah, shut up, I'm talking.
I will turn this bus around.
Are we there yet?
But
Check
us
question,
losing a
G.
guitarist,
Yeah.
because us losing a guitarist forced these two specifically to fucking really dial their shit in. You know, so they like riffs.
Well, we had to change. We had
Yeah,
to read
stuff
our
changed. So a lot
catalog.
of stuff that was single noted is now chorded.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. Like
Yeah, we had to fill
it
an
took
empty
a
space more or
considerable
less.
amount
Are
of
you
work.
you start so I'm gonna guess that's a lot from Tyrell or
Both
A
strings.
little bit of both.
a little bit of both.
Because
huh?
when we first started the band, we were 5-piece. The guitars were written. We're still right all of our strings in 2-part harmony.
Oh,
But
okay.
basically, it's like we were 3-part harmony on that because you had the strings playing, your 2 octaves, and then your bass playing underneath
Right.
the 3 of it. So we had to go back and rework our entire catalog, these two musically, because a lot of the
without that.
exactly a
Wow.
lot of the
Third person,
notation.
yeah.
Once we omitted that second guitar, some of the notation of some of the songs got a little weird.
It needed to
A
get
little
filled
empty.
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just wanted to fill it up a little bit. add those
Exactly.
extra-
So I think that's where a lot of that chemistry and
Yeah.
just that,
Yeah.
like you said, all 4 of us.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, just a lot
I
of
love that.
time.
That's
And,
good.
just a lot of time, and
And we
then
came out a lot
adjusting
stronger
as
after
we
it.
Well,
went.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
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 You know, it's not just like, oh, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, this needs to be done right.
Yeah. Well, I like how you guys did that and just didn't go straight into, hey, let's find another like guitar player.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you know.
no.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm,
that's not
I'm a
always the
one-man
solution.
band on the side,
Right,
baby.
yeah, I know.
Well, Bob Dylan over here.
It's like, oh, yeah. Fuck
Well, you know,
that.
it's because we've talked in the past about how some 3-piece bands just sound so full and so like well put
Nothing
together.
beats a powerhouse
No,
3-piece,
no
dude.
shit.
Yeah,
And
fucking powerhouse 3-piece.
Or you got Crash Karma, it's 2-piece.
Oh,
Yeah, they're up
valid,
there.
valid. But at the same time, like even though you guys aren't a 3-piece, you still were basically where you started out with that second set of guitar. And so you wrote it in a way where the two meshed. And then when that was gone, it didn't sound the same. You know, and I've talked about that before about when you write something in one way and then when one element is gone, it's just not the same when you're trying to either rehearse it, practice it. It's kind of like practicing without a member of the band.
Dude,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that song doesn't have that fullness, or
No,
you're not
yeah.
as into it when you're rehearsing it if that person's not there, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a matter of, okay, do we scrap this because it's not the same because the way we wrote it was so intricate with that other person, or do we find a way?
No, if it's a banger, you always find a way.
No,
dude.
and you always find a way.
No, pretty much, man. That's it. I mean, I'm flattered that people like our music. You guys, as
Yeah.
anybody, I appreciate if you enjoy my music.
Fuck yeah.
But it's like we're writing the music for us, so it's like I fucking like it, so I'm just
right.
Like, I'm not the kind of person to be like, oh fuck this song because whatever. It's like, no, fuck that, dude. Do the work.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like we wrote this song, we kept it around. It's like, there's which it's kind of funny to bring that up. There's one song,
Slang Tyranny.
yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
I would
wasn't
love
gonna
to
name
bring
it.
that song back.
Yeah, it's like, but that's a classic. That's an example of one that just didn't get as much attention as it needed to when it came back to working. Not because it wasn't important, not because we didn't like the song.
Right.
That guitarist had such a big part of that song.
Right.
It was he wrote the song. Honestly, it was of all our songs. That
He
was
brought it
one
to the
that
table.
just-
and
Oh,
everybody
okay, so
put their
yeah.
piece
like the
to it.
riff
Okay.
and everything. That being said, I would still totally fucking play.
Oh
the
no.
song.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jesse would be
It's
fine
just
with it.
going back and reworking with it.
That's another thing, like losing a member, and then so going back to, like, especially if you have shows booked up. I think I talked about this on the last one. Is
that's kind of how it was for us too.
well, yeah, it's like, do you go back to the all the songs you guys played before, or do you guys get a new member and then rewrite the whole, just start over again? Like,
I think it depends, right? Depends on the
it definitely
situation.
depends on the situation. For us, I mean, we definitely weighed both options.
Yeah.
And I mean, you guys both play in bands, so you know how difficult it is to get any more than one person to agree on any idea.
oh yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
I think we can all agree. Anybody that plays music's in a fucking band. It's like being married to however many other people are in your band.
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of being married to 4 other people, we were now only married to 3 other people.
Right.
Which, makes it
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
just
yeah.
a little bit easier
Yeah,
to
yeah.
manage.
That monogamy becomes a little bit easier.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, well, not everybody's left out, so
Right, yeah.
everything's accommodated. It's like
Yeah.
not everyone's that flexible, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
There you go.
And
Tight
then-
circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
then it's
But
like, I'm not
I
getting-
digress. Yeah, no, regardless, that's kind of it. It's just like, that's one of those situations is getting another person in here. What's faster? What's more efficient? I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're like, do we rework our songs? Will that take less time, or would it take less time to get somebody else up to speed on our level?
Yeah.
That's-
Well, when you have the
you gotta weigh that.
musicianship that you guys have, like that was a no-brainer. Then it was more like these guys could handle that, dude.
Yeah.
And be like, oh yeah, we got that.
That's pretty
Like,
much what it came down to.
No, most definitely.
yeah.
I believe that.
Not that we believe, we're so fucking cool, but at the same time, it's like, to teach somebody our songs and teach you the way we do what we do.
Well, it's not even about it being cool. It's just like just knowing parts and stuff.
Well,
like
it's
as
the
a
trust.
musician, it's trusting that I know this person's gonna get, they're gonna nail
exactly.
this.
It's
Like,
being in a band with people is you got to be able to trust every
Right.
motherfucker around you. That's
Yep.
like going to war.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, especially you guys, like being around that long. Like I said, you don't get that a lot. A lot of people lose members, and then it's constantly rotation. It's like, a revolving door. It's like, all right, well, this person's coming in.
Yeah, we're not Megadeth.
Right, yeah. You did what? I'm kicking you out.
Now, with the addition with Philip and Deho, that's something that have you had that in your mind for a while, Kevin? Like, you were like, I've always wanted to do this, and have you had to kind of work with these guys on, like, with the tour you just did and all that, right? I mean, that had to play a part.
Oh,
on,
yeah,
like,
no, we
booking shows for Ostracized,
Shoot,
too.
we're common law married, dog. We communicate.
Hey.
It wasn't like I surprised.
You
It
had-
wasn't
I
like
think
I was
you
like,
had-
oh shit,
Like,
it's
hey,
me.
surprise,
Don't book you.
motherfuckers! I got this.
bitches!
No, they knew. I
Going on
had
tour.
about
Fuck
6
you.
months, and once I knew I was doing it, I was just like, hey, this is happening. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Right,
and
okay,
yeah, I
cool.
think we played. We had a show in April or early May.
Yeah.
I don't remember with VX36,
that.
but it was like, okay, see you guys in a couple months,
Right,
pretty
right.
much. But yeah,
adjustments.
and even when I started Philippe and Day, it was always kind of. I never really knew it was going to be a one-man band kind of thing, but I always kind of wanted to make something weird and experimental.
I
And
think that's great.
I remember-
dude. I think it's great.
It's certainly weird.
Yeah. I was watching the videos too. It was great,
The diaries.
dude. Yeah,
The diaries, dude.
yeah.
Princess
I remember
Diaries.
it was a summer. Ostracized was really busy,
Uh-huh.
and I had this idea, and I was kind of like playing guitar when I could, but
Yeah.
hardly ever writing or anything. And I was just like, dude, when am I gonna find people to like play my music and just do
Yeah.
it my way, basically? And then I remember like watching YouTube videos or something.
Uh-huh.
It was like, holy shit, dude, like
Right.
looper pedals, and I was like, this
Right.
is even better
Ah,
for
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ugo, my middle name's Felipe.
Oh,
So
okay.
Ugo
That's your
actually
guy.
coined Felipe and Deho because it was like before I told anyone. So it was before I told anyone,
Oh,
but
that makes so much
I think at this point I did have some like basically like free form poems and shit.
Uh-huh.
Like Eat Ass and Kill Yourself was one I remember. That was like one of my first ones. And I remember, I had like the looper pedal idea. I had like the gears were in motion. I remember I didn't have a name and I was drumming like shit, dude. And Ugo's never called me it before, and he was like fucking Felipe and Dejo over here on the drums, and I was like,
perfect.
oh my god,
I'm keeping that.
dude.
I always wondered where the
Trademark.
That is awesome.
Yeah, no, that's how.
It's like metal becomes Electra all at once. That's the name.
Yeah,
With that one.
I was like, oh yes, that's it.
Yeah. So actually, you have two members, right? I mean, you're a manager, Ingus, right?
My merch guy. I am one member.
Well, I remember that post. Yeah, it was like
Ingus
something.
barely
it was
manages
like,
himself.
Trust me, I know Ingus. It was like Ingus is not my manager; he's my merch guy.
To clarify,
So we're
through the air.
Yeah. So we are clear.
He sells the things that I allow him to. Okay,
Yeah, that's right. Nothing gets by me.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up some photos. I got some photos to show you.
Good,
Hilarious.
good.
But in terms of what you guys are doing, you know, one of the things like I keep talking about when it comes to you guys and what you guys play, how you play, is how true to your sound you guys are. You know, because we talk a lot about other bands that, you know, pursue different paths to try different sounds, and maybe people respond well to it. Sometimes they don't. But you guys are so consistently badass and heavy, and just like we want to punch you in the fucking mouth.
We love heavy.
We want you to bang your fucking head to everything we write, and if you're not, we're going to show you how. You know, and you do that when you guys perform too.
Yeah.
And that's something that I also appreciate too, is the way you guys perform. You go balls to the fucking wall. Yeah. You guys are wild men, and it shows how tight you are because of how much you're moving around, the way that you engage the crowds, and I fucking love watching you guys live.
I think it's due to how connected you guys are. I mean, this goes back to how long you guys have been together. I'm reading that up because it happens all the time.
We should get a counter on the video.
Can we get that going, Mike?
We did have chemistry pretty quick,
Yeah,
but
fairly quick, yeah.
but we also got on stage pretty quick. Like I feel like we had a 25-minute set. I feel like,
and they're like, we're hitting the show,
and it was off to the races. And I did the same thing with Felipe and Dejo.
Yeah,
like it was like I knew how to get good. It was get on stage.
Yeah,
right.
Practice, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the show, are you guys the kind of band that would maybe find little parts in songs during a set list that you guys are putting together for a show and say, oh, we should do something like this at this part? Or are you kind of like, let's just wing it, whatever comes out, comes out?
We don't wing anything.
No.
so
everything
like
that you guys do on stage
you guys
is
have
also
a set.
planned then.
Yeah.
It's a set, and this is how we're going to do it.
Well,
No, I don't think
that comes
I don't think that was their question.
Like when you guys are performing and you guys are doing things and the way that you're, you know, playing on the set, on stage for the audience, are you guys practicing like certain aspects? And I'm not saying you're dancing like choreography.
We practice
but
the song.
What are they, Justin Timberlake over here?
Exactly. Some bands,
I would love to see that,
They
by the way,
literally
if you guys
practice when they're going to headbang together. Or they do
I kind of
shit
know
like
what you're
that.
talking about.
Like doing
It's like,
choreography stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I must be a vocalist thing.
No,
There's what I'll say is like there's parts of songs where organically it's like the spot to headbang.
Like this is gonna be.
So it's not that you guys, you know, obviously I'm not saying that I
we do
feel
not
like you guys
cohesively
choreograph
say,
everything.
okay, ready, everybody?
But I'm
headbang
saying
now.
like, there are those
Everybody
moments
cue.
where it looks like you guys are
When
so
I shake
fucking
this
tight
loose.
that you
Yeah,
practice
no,
what
it's
you're
more
gonna do.
it's more just getting down. And
That's
that's
the feel. That's
It's
the
just
song.
that feel.
Yeah, so it's just coming naturally from the
because
song.
even we
yeah.
definitely go
Sometimes
hard
we'll
on
choose it
live.
random, more or less. Like, oh, we'll do this one, go to that. This
Right.
Time. We
Also,
just like
yeah.
those are the songs.
Yeah.
No,
And then we just practice playing them. And
Yeah.
the way we feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
our practices are more us like, hey, make sure there's 4 in between this.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That's a considerable amount of our practices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is like just make sure your hits are with mine,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
and then live we cut loose.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know there's other bands that'll do things like if they have a song where they know like the transition from the bridge into like a breakdown, they know like the way they record it, it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4 count right in. Whereas if they're gonna play it live, they're gonna be like, let's hold that out a little bit longer. Let's build that
Yeah.
up.
As a drummer, I'd
Yeah.
fuck
We
with
feel
you
it out.
nonstop on that.
We
Dude.
do that. We did that one.
We're putting a 5 in there instead of a 4. You're fucked.
No, work it out on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we do just. Oh, and one thing we do for practice that I fucking am a big advocator of is I play to a click for one.
Yeah.
And we'll play our songs faster a little bit, but more importantly,
Then
we
your
play them
click?
slower. No, so if the song's at 185,
Right.
sometimes we'll play like 190.
Okay.
Or sometimes we'll play like 160.
That's good practice.
And if you play it at 160, it's really good
it's
for
really
just making
important.
you can't botch a fill.
Right.
When you're going at those fast speeds, you can kind of miss a note.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
like
Hit
you
the
can
shit
kind of
out
get
of it.
through it. Like no one really will notice.
Yeah.
Like band members included.
Yeah.
But if you're going slow, you have to have those hits.
Yeah.
It's more enunciated.
That's fucking
it's
genius,
it's
dude.
good.
Yeah.
I
Another
started
level right
Yeah,
there, dude. It's
no,
another level.
that's
And
the
it's slow
move.
just to find all
Yeah,
all
that's
I
the
like
move
that.
for just getting that buttery, and then for endurance, we'll go like a little bit faster, but we'll go like 20 BPM slower.
But you just so you just go back and forth from that then? Or is it like
it's
all
like
right,
troubled
this-
songs and stuff,
Yeah,
or like
we're
if
trying
all
to
of us are
tighten up a
there,
song
Right.
that we're
because
having
it's
trouble
just
with.
like a tightening exercise. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
And
It's
so are you
fucking
the
not
only one
easy.
running? Is everybody running in ears?
No. Only
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so
like we got
no
money.
question. Do you fuck with them and not tell them about it, and just be like, "All right, here we go"?
It'd be hard to fuck with them at 20 BPM. They'd catch on pretty quick.
Yeah. Right,
give them some credit.
why is this sound fucking weird?
They're like,
No, I gotta let them know
what
because
the fuck is
Yeah.
going
We
on?
go
I
into it.
have a pretty good ear.
But with
ear
fast,
for the tempo.
I'll do that sometimes with like 5 BPM quicker.
Yeah.
I'll do that sometimes, but not too frequent. And dude, honestly, we know it's pretty rare all four of us make it to practice. Honestly,
Right.
But it is really good exercise.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
I might actually have to steal that.
Yeah,
That's
no,
Pretty
dude.
good endurance
Use it.
training,
I'm gonna give you all
even,
credit.
even for vocalists, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, like, when I talk about working on
Holding
your
notes longer.
I love
if
that.
it's
I love
slower.
working on your
Right.
enunciation,
I
and
love
it's
that.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, the first time we did that, and I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, all right, I'll sing at 20 BPM. It's like I felt like the opera singer on that fucking Looney Tunes episode where Bugs just hold this fucking hand up.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
was
it was
like,
Hamlet. It was Hamlet, wasn't it?
I was
Hamlet?
like, Jesus Christ! Like, I've never held that note that long. Good God, I
God
suck.
damn. No, yeah, I can see definitely that helping. I mean, especially with breathing patterns, and maybe you also find a way where you're like, oh shit, if I were to add maybe something in my writing too that might add or fill a little bit more and bring a little more power to that too. Because I think I tend to find little pockets here and there where I go, should I hold that out longer or should I add a word?
Or you'll have
should
somebody
I
like
add
me
something
yelling at
to
you like,
that?
yeah,
Or
no, you should
Should
definitely.
I quicken or add a couple more phrases to make that that line longer to fill that space so that it gives it more of a kick? Or do I just hold it and change volume? There's all kinds of things you can do with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It kind of opened my eyes to a few things that, well, A, some things I was doing wrong, and B, that I'm like, I can do that better.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's and drumming wise, a little different than singing.
Yep.
But one thing I'm less focused on is my endurance.
Right.
Right, because I'm going
Yeah.
so much slower. I'm not trying to just get it in the click. I'm fucking really feeling it.
Well,
Instead of just
makes sense.
forcing the notes into
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
I'm really just
Especially
riding
when you're
that
doing blast
fucking
beats,
groove
too. I
and
especially
shit.
can see
no,
that.
it's not easy to do them slow. It takes practice to
bet.
play them slow.
Yeah, because
But it's
when you're
worth- it
starting to
pays
blast
off.
beat, I'm starting to do that. Because blast beats are definitely one of my fucking kryptonites.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's always naturally fast.
How'd that go again?
Yeah.
That's how it sounds actually when I'm playing it.
Found the
Because I'm
problem.
playing an electric drum set. This is another story we can talk about later.
No. I want to get into that right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, you guys ever had to deal with that? No, you're at MRC. You don't have to deal with it. Electric kits are like, especially, fucking, dude. It's like playing on a play school kit. I yell at everybody nonstop, and I'm like, dude, I can't fucking do it.
Let's clarify first of all. Let's talk about where you got the electric kit from.
I got it from you. Thank you.
And I'm not a fucking drummer.
No,
I found
you're
this
not.
thing on sale for what I think it was President's Day at
Well,
fucking
yeah,
Guitar
but-
Center. I was like, sure, fuck it.
All
I'll
right.
have fun.
Have you
Let
ever
my
looked
kid play
into
on it.
electric drums?
I've had a couple actually. I always end up getting rid of them pretty quick. Actually.
Right? Because why?
I don't play them. I'd rather drive 20 minutes in the fucking snow and play my big boy kit.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. Well, that's, you get the feel and everything from that. You don't get that from electric
I've
kit.
had like, dude, Kevin hooked me up with a nice electric kit. He won at a work auction.
Oh, really?
Dude, I gave him a
Kinda
brand new
deal.
DM10.
Yeah,
Wow.
Lisa's, yeah, it was like a nice kit, dude.
My
that
issue, it won't read all my hits.
Oh,
Which
really?
is one of my
Triplets.
fucking biggest goddamn peeves. Is you
Yeah, that's
can't
super
read
annoying.
everything I'm hitting on the goddamn kit. I'm gonna throw this thing in the fucking trash.
You're fucking Joseph.
My patience, I have a very short fuse, and so if I'm down behind a kit and I want to, we're getting into practice and it starts fucking.
Yeah, go to your roll.
Yeah, no, this thing's going straight to the fucking trash.
I'm on the other side of the room going, Harry, you got that crazy look in your eye.
Yeah. I got my acoustic kit. I can hear everything. Everybody else can hear everything. It sounds great. Everybody can feel it. Because most everybody's like, I want to feel that bass drum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you're going, it's actually more like, on electric kit, they're like, I can't feel that. I was like, I know, because I'm playing on electric kit.
I know. It's not there.
This thing's literally 10 inches wide. Like you're not gonna feel it.
4 inches deep.
Yeah.
Even on the string side, when you're trying to set up like a practice rig, we go through the same thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not your stage rig.
Right.
There is no fucking way I could play my stage rig at home.
And that's the biggest issue is going from, so it's usually like, all right, we have to practice on this, and it's like straight to stage where I have my actual full kit, and it's like, dude, I'm like, oh yeah, I got these toms and these extra fucking cymbals, because my cymbals, I mean, you guys probably see my kit, I got plenty of fucking cymbals.
Yeah, I know that
so
game.
it's like, all right, now I got this thing to fucking deal with, and I can't remember because on my electric kit I'll have is 2 fucking crashes and a goddamn ride. Mm-hmm. Son of a bitch.
And a hi-hat.
You know, hi-hat. That
my
doesn't
practice
count.
rig, I had the same fucking issue. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound the same. It doesn't have the same sustain. It doesn't have the same power.
Practice like you
but
play.
that's at your house, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing that at your house, and then
I practice at my house a lot more nowadays than I was for a while.
Right.
And I end up having to invest in my practice kit. So it's
So is it still getting that sound, or are you still running like a smaller, like a crate, like the small crates?
Oh, I got rid of that motherfucker a long time
Oh,
ago.
the small crate. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Then.
No, I have a Marshall 212, and what I ran into it was it's a Boss modeler,
Oh, okay.
and I had to take recordings from MRC. I had to take those home so I could dial that in.
Yeah.
And then I had to have my practice rig, my guitars set up like my stage guitars, just so they play the same.
Right.
So I mean, even that was more of an investment than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Really.
So I can only imagine.
Yeah.
What it's like, trying to practice at home.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a drummer.
Well, it's not even
You're
at
missing
home.
pieces.
This
Hey,
is at the
missing
practice
pieces.
space.
This is at the practice space.
And
This is what happens when you got fucking old ass neighbors that want to call the cops on you all the time. So
Let
it's.
them cop calling bitches.
Oh no, we had to go to court and everything. It's a huge fucking.
Fuck a bunch of
Dicks.
dicks.
And then they're like, if you guys make any noise, you got to go to jail. That's how it was. So.
Wow.
So, pretty
So you
much
guys
a
just
giant
doing it on
cock block.
headphones?
Huh?
Or is there not even a speaker in the room? Or are you just?
Oh no, we have monitors,
We
but
have
it's
monitors, but-
dialed down to like 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow. Or
way
one.
way low. It's
Yeah.
way low. And on from a vocalist standpoint, and I'm sure you can agree with this, but when you are playing with the PA super low and you're hearing just your natural tone coming through, the mic does things for your highs, for your lows that your natural vocal folds can't do for you.
It's the same as the
But
guitar,
you
though.
and there's
The
and
guitar's
it's
the same way.
maybe not
Exactly.
be these like it's not like a world of difference, but it may be because I know you're a fucking powerhouse, so you sound pretty much the same with or without a mic,
Right.
That's my
But
dog.
there are
Yeah, you're like,
things-
I don't need this.
Like,
It's a little different.
but there's certain highs.
Definitely, like you said, the mic helps bring out some
Yeah.
of those frequencies and just really make them punch. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just. I had a buddy whose kid I was teaching vocals for a little while.
Yeah.
Kind of one of the things I told him about. The funny thing about doing my lows, just like, all right, and make the lowest sound you possibly can, and then just push it until it fucking gets loud. And
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
he's like, oh,
Yes, you just.
now that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just like, I did it without a mic, and then I did it with a mic just to show him. Well, your example, it's just like, listen to how this sounds. Now put yourself in front of a mic and listen to how it sounds. And
Right.
oh,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, if you're, to me, that's an indicator that you're singing the right way. And by saying the right way, you're not singing out of your throat. You're not hurting yourself.
Right. Exactly.
Because when you go to push those notes and project them, it's like you'll hit the mic and
Yeah,
it's like
You'll
That's how it should
feel that
sound.
dryness real quick, and you've scratched something up in there.
Yeah, but don't you deal with distance on the mic then?
It depends on the frequency, because there are certain highs that the mic will pick up real easy.
And so it depends
if
on the
you're
mic,
really
then.
really close, it's like, oh fuck, that hurts my fucking ears coming out of the monitor.
Right.
So yeah, certain highs I'll bring away a little bit just so I keep the same level.
Yeah.
But it's not screechy.
Right.
So it just depends on the note you're trying to hit. You know,
Do you do that technique as
No,
well?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like most death metal or metal vocalists, I have a tendency of eating my microphone.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like Ryan said, it's like, to kind of affect better tonality, you got to think about, sound wave propagation, the way certain sound waves expand.
Right.
It's like, your lower tone frequencies, your guttural tone frequencies, it's got a longer, not as wide wave frequency, whereas a high frequency has a shorter, wider frequency.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
so-
Okay. I thought it was the opposite, actually.
Yeah, it's like
that's
you don't
great.
want a high necessarily really close into the mic
Yeah.
because
Yeah, yeah.
if you get a much better sound if you keep it a couple inches
Right.
away from your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
yeah, because the
Listen, kids.
Yeah, the lower tone and the PA can handle those a lot easier. The highs are a little bit different. That's a good way to blow out your mids in the speakers with the highs, like right on it. Yeah. 'Cause- What's that? Yeah.
Do that again.
You want me to swallow my
No,
fist
keep
again?
going.
I can do that again.
Yeah, keep going.
I was like, yeah, tell us more about the deep throat.
Careful.
Right.
You
Very
be careful. I could
interested.
suck the chrome off a toe hitch.
You porn.
He's coming on with me later.
We just
But no, I mean,
This night isn't over.
look, Mom, famous.
But it's like microphones. I was like, at least in my experience, you guys are using my preferred Daedric Mesa choice.
AKGs.
Yeah, that's
I love the AKGs, and I got you. It's because of the headphones, actually, because they're not expensive, they're not too expensive, and they sound fucking great.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if the mics are the same way, because we literally just started with, I think it was just these two, or it might have been
When
one.
we first started, I was using my Shure
The Shure 55.
We had fucking
and
Classic.
and we had
And
Jeremy.
we had Jeremy's
from,
12 gauge
Oh,
facelift when he left, when he moved out
Yeah,
of
when he
Reno.
left
He
it.
took it
Yeah.
with him when he came after.
Yeah.
son
He's
of a
like, give me the
bitch.
fucking mic back.
Well, no, I told
told
him to take it because I was like, dude, I've had this for like 5 years. Like, I was like,
That's
dude,
funny shit.
get this shit.
Bullied you, dude.
Yeah.
He did. He
But
picked
we
on
had
me.
we had
Speaking
humble
of bully, I'm
beginnings.
gonna go ransack your fridge.
Atta baby.
What do you get?
Hey, will you? Are you getting?
Yep.
Hey, you
Yep,
getting a
Pacifico's
Are you
in
getting a
Climb
cerveza?
over everyone.
You getting a cerveza?
Climb.
Hey,
Do your job, Calvin.
did you call him Kelvin?
Yeah, Calvin.
Kelvin, Tumbletit, Hermer, Shermer,
The third.
the third, Esquire.
Squire.
Wild stallion.
We have nicknames too as well. I am Robert
take one.
Brostaff. I'll take one as well.
I'm good.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Fucking A.
Whiskey's not doing it.
Yeah, no, Calvin, we came up with that nickname for him a few years ago. I don't know, just
Is
one
that
of
the
those.
first Fist Fest?
No, dude, this was
No,
this
Boshi.
was. Well, I started calling him Calvin before that. I just got you guys hip to it at that camping trip.
This is true. He just called him Kelvin to troll him.
All right. Thank you very
But then
much.
at that
well-
Boshi Bash one year,
Oh, is that the one in Pyramid?
yeah.
Well, because it was like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it was Calvin and the Shitmunks. So he was not
You
nearly.
see the relation.
He was not nearly as amused by it as we were, so that just kind of made it even funnier. So.
So I remember a
Yeah,
storm.
fuck you, man.
We played Boshi Bash, and Tyrell was the only sound of reason that was like, "There's a storm coming," and we were all getting turned up. And we were like, "Nah, it'll be all right." But sure enough, a storm
We're
came.
not gonna tell this fucking story.
Yeah.
Oh, too late.
Started ripping the fucking stage apart and shit, like torrential fucking rain.
And sandstorm
Wind.
and
Dude,
Oh, you're right.
I'm
Yeah.
all faded. I see like a raft blowing away. I'm like, fuck yeah, free raft. Go to chase the raft. I miss it. I'm walking back and I see an Easy Up rip off the stage, and Kevin is standing next to my car and in between mine and Tyrell's. And the fucking tumble tent tumbles over.
The tumble
tumbles
tent.
over fucking Tyrell's car and fucking smashes Kevin into mine.
Oh shit.
It was bad. I remember I saw it with my own eyes, just like luck.
Yeah.
I was just in the right place at the right time to not help. And I run into Ugo's tent and I'm like, dude, Kevin just got fucked up by an Easy Up. And he's just like, well, you better go check on him. And I was like, fuck.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It was too funny. I had to.
Oh god.
I had to tell everybody else first.
No, dude.
Yeah,
You handled like an OG. It was honestly just like, oh man, such bad luck.
Yeah.
That's
But-
dude, that's Pyramid for you though.
Yeah.
That's Scott's
Yeah.
wedding. I'm
I
fucking
honestly thought
shit
someone
hammered.
fucking
Yeah.
God.
cold cocked me.
Yeah, you thought someone
I had
knocked
to
him
pull.
out.
I had to pull Logan out of the fucking lake, dude, because he was out there butt ass naked. He was in some tidy whities, and he's out there floating.
That's butt ass naked.
It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I could hear people yelling. I was in my tent. I had it half open because my fucking tent wouldn't close. And so I'm all covered in mud because we had one of those storms you were talking about. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I walk out there and Logan's just floating in the fucking river. I'm like, Logan,
trifling bitches.
All right, dude, I gotta go get him because nobody else was gonna go get him. And I was like, fuck it. I just dropped him out there.
Trifling bitches, Logan.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful on that lake.
I love that guy.
No, we had something similar when we did the Pig Fest out there in Dayton
Pig
last
Fest
year.
was another whole thing.
Holy shit!
Last year
that
was a pyramid.
No,
last year was out in Dayton at the old
Dayton
fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds, dude.
Same place. Then.
And
Same
oh
place.
my god!
Yeah.
And that the first night was nice because it was the middle of September, so it kind of could have gone either way, right? It could have either been nice and hot like summer, or it could have been that change of the seasons, right? But the first night, the Friday night, was nice. It was kind of a little breezy, but otherwise it was like a summer night. We were like, fuck yeah, this is badass. And they played all night, and then we were like, cool, go to bed. And we brought tents. I brought my neighbor's camper.
Ups.
They hooked it up, right? Nice. So I was like, we're rocking and rolling, right? And the next day was just a shit show. It was so windy going into that night, too, because in the middle, I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because Scott Schlingheide was just so
No, it was literally like
shithouse.
6 o'clock in the morning. I get up and I
Yeah.
go out the tent. I'm like, the fuck is going on? And Scott's over there, motherfucker, nobody's fucking helping me and shit. The easy up is torn into a fucking pretzel. I'm like, what'd you do? You fucking Tasmanian devil the shit out of this fucking thing. He's like, I'm like, what are you doing? WWE on this fucking thing, dude? It was tied to my car.
We're having a ladder match.
Yeah.
It was bad enough the thing had been duct taped to stay together in the first
yeah.
place,
It was-
right?
it
You
was
were
all
like,
Big fest!
this is his last festival. Like, it's on its last leg.
Last year was his last
It
festival,
was
my
definitely
dude.
his last,
sure.
yeah.
But I mean, if it hadn't been for the wind, it might have been okay. But the funniest part about it was because he was so pissed off that he's screaming.
Yeah, he's
At the top of
screaming
his
at like
lungs.
6 in the morning. Everybody's
like, shut up!
like literally the music just stopped like 2 hours ago, and like people are just not. having it.
He's screaming, and I'm in my fucking I'm in the RV.
You got
just
an
fucking-
RV. Fuck off, dude. I
I'm
had a
just
tent.
out.
That shit was not
I
fun.
slept nice. And I remember waking up in the morning. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there. And I'm like,
Yeah, oh, this is
I'm going to go
great.
take a piss out here in the sagebrush. What the fuck happened out here? And I see Scott just like with his hands on his hips staring at it. He's like, you fuckers didn't help me.
Yeah, nobody was out here, dude.
What happened? But his wife, her fucking side of it was, she was fucked up, a little hungover, and
Everybody.
she just remembers rolling over, and there he was staring at her. And she's like, what's going on? He's all, everyone's going to hate me.
Get out of here,
They're going to
buddy.
think I messed up the easy up.
He just pushed everything underneath my car.
Everybody's going to be so mad at me.
He's like, they're never going to notice his tear.
It's like just put it under the rug.
Oh, Scotty boy.
Oh man, Scott, dude, he's a hoot.
Have him call in. What are we waiting for?
I know, dude.
Yeah, what Give him a ring.
He's probably messaging right now. Hey, when's the podcast?
Yeah,
Hey, guys, I
when you
gotta
guys
chat
going on?
on this.
When you guys going on?
Let me put some emojis on there.
No, we love Scott.
I do, totally. Tyrell, I want to. So I've known you for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Used to swap lunches.
We did actually. He took my PB and J. You never mentioned, and we were playing back then, in these shows at like Wes's house.
Oh yeah.
And you never got up there with a fucking bass in your hand, and I just have to find out like way later in the day that year, that day
I've been playing.
that you've been playing.
As your attorney, I have to advise you. You don't have to answer that question.
Oh, no. I plead
I don't
fifth.
really
You
know,
do have
honestly.
As your attorney, that
I've
is not a
tried
question.
playing with other people and like.
to. You didn't try playing with
Well,
us?
yeah, I did play with you. I was intimidated by you guys. to
Oh,
be
you
honest.
motherfucker.
You guys were fucking amazing when you
Don't
guys
blow
played.
his fucking
But-
head up anymore
I'll
than it
blow my
already
head up.
is.
Shut the fuck up.
When Kyle used to be a great guitarist.
He's like, no, tell me
fucking-
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of them. And like, I just think I wasn't up to par. I was like, I
Oh.
just played at home and just plucked on my bass. I didn't know what the fuck I was
Dude,
doing.
we were
when I
playing
first
with
played.
Ray and fucking Wes. Dude, we had 2 bass players in a
Oh,
band
yeah.
at one time,
Oh, yeah,
okay?
that's right,
So what we
yeah.
needed was 3.
Yeah. What we needed to get
So
was wipe the
we
fucking
could have made
slate
it.
clean.
Jim got me.
Slap a trifecta.
Dude, 6 motherfuckers could have made it, dude.
Yeah.
Just on the name alone. We could have added you in that thing. Come on.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you were
Different
playing
times.
back then, though, right?
A very little bit. I was just at home. I was playing punk music for the most part.
Well,
That's
we
where I
were doing the
started.
fucking same
And-
thing. I was playing fucking Megadeth and shit.
Yeah, I was just at home. I don't know.
So you know how to play guitar then?
Yeah.
So did you start playing guitar first?
Well, no. Actually, I played bass first. My dad played
Okay.
bass for like a long time. He used to play music.
Okay.
And he gave me his bass, and I basically fiddle fucked on that for like 2.5 years. Maybe when I was 13 is when he gave it to me for like a birthday.
Wow.
And fiddle fucked on that. I don't think I actually played in a band until I was like maybe 18 or 19.
Oh,
I
okay.
think. And we were wasted, and it was Pogs and Pokemon. I think is what we
Hell
called
yeah, dude.
ourselves.
Pogs, dude.
Yeah, Pogs
Fucking
and
Pog
Pokemon.
days,
And it
dude.
was just like
We used to
drunken,
chug
ridiculous
Surge.
shit.
Yeah, dude. It was Surge, dude. Yeah, Surge and Skittles. Fuck off, dude. I was fucking high as
Let's
a
shotgun some
motherfucker.
Surge.
Song called Slammer. Yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
My 8-ball slammer.
She was ridiculous.
But we were doing the same thing. Like, I didn't start playing music until John and Kyle were like, hey, they heard I played drums, or my dad was a drummer, and they're like, can you play? I was like, yeah, sure. Never played a day in my life, but yeah, sure, I could play. I just stole my dad's kit and then took it over there and did double bass. And then they kicked Ray off of the drums and put him on bass. I'm like, why the fuck do we have 2 bass players? Dude, this is not- dude, this is something.
Because it was easier to
pretty
accommodate
silly.
than 2 drums.
He wasn't
Yeah,
really
no,
good at
that's
the
not-
bass either.
Yeah, we couldn't fit 2 drum sets in there.
This
Definitely
isn't
not.
Slipknot.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What do you think this is?
Yeah, you
So what about you, Kevin? Did you always play guitar, or was there ever anything in your past that you were fiddling with in the early and then moved on, or?
Well, as with most guys my age, I got into early metal, like in the early 80s. And, like, right away, I idolized guys like Dimebag,
Yeah, fuck
Jeff
yeah.
Hanneman. Fucking loved the sound.
Hammond, fuck, dude.
Asked for a guitar for years and years and years, and I finally got this busted up piece of shit fucking Harmony 6-string. And I couldn't get any effects. I had this busted up fucking 110 fucking amp that worked half the time and then didn't. And like most kids that aren't great at it at first, put it down and walked away.
Right.
Yeah.
So I didn't really think about it until my mid-20s. And kind of expressed an interest in music, and my wife at the time said, hey, that's a great way to spend your time, is playing guitar and driving me insane.
Right, yeah.
So I kind of got started with
Did
that.
you? I
and
hope,
just
yeah. Hope
over
you're
the
still with
course
her.
of a few
That's
years,
a good motivator.
Yeah, it's great.
started to remember all the old chords and stuff that I tried to learn as a teenager and got really good at them, and I just stuck with it.
Yeah.
It was I was in college at the time, having kids and buying houses and shit, and I just stayed with it. But my taste in music got heavier and heavier,
Yeah.
and I wanted to replicate that sound. And then just on a whim, one of my buddy from work said, "Hey, I heard you play evil metal." And I was like, I said I listened to evil metal.
Right, yeah.
He said, well, why don't you grab your rig and come over? He was a drummer, and I jammed with him. It was supposed to be like quick 30 minutes because his wife was like totally opposed to the.
Right. 4 hours later.
Yeah, 4 hours later, he was like,
3 hours
"Bro,
later.
you're good enough to be in a band. Why aren't you in a band?
Yeah.
You don't have time for that, blah, blah."
Right. All the excuses in the world.
Yeah, I made every excuse in the world.
Yeah.
And then one thing led to another, marriage falls apart, you find yourself at loose ends. I still got all my fucking gear.
And music was glue.
Ran into a person and said, "Hey, man, you're pretty good. You should try out for this band, and you should try out for this band. You should try out for this band.
Yeah.
Meet this guy and meet this guy."
Right. Great
And,
connection.
those guys were also fucking intimidating, man. They were so fucking good.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were really fucking pretentious douchebags.
Wow, yeah, you get those in musicians.
Oh yeah.
You'll have that anywhere.
Yeah, I was like, well, yeah,
It was very
musicians are.
discouraging.
I
It
feel
was
like
very,
there's a lot.
very discouraging. And then I played with another local band, and they're still active. And I love those guys. I like playing with them.
Uh-huh.
It just they were gutter punk, and I
Oh,
wanted
who
to
was
play
it?
metal.
I'm kind of curious now.
Say what?
I'm curious. What was the band?
Do we
Flesh
talk
Hammers.
about other bands on
Yeah,
this
the Flesh
podcast?
Hammers.
We do,
Yeah,
but
it was-
if you don't
yeah, it was
want
the
to,
Flesh
we could
Hammers.
we could
It was
pass
the Flesh Hammers.
It was the Flesh Hammers.
Oh, the Flesh Hammers.
And,
Hey, that you know what's funny about that? That was our first show,
That was our
actually.
first show.
I
Oh,
love
nice.
playing with those guys.
Yeah.
Great energy. I've learned a lot with those guys.
Uh-huh.
I gigged with them, went on the road with them for a short while, and it just I wasn't the sound that they wanted, and they weren't what I wanted to play.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We kind of went
So it
our
was mutual.
separate ways.
Yep.
It was shortly after that I ran into this fucker at fucking Ryan's talking about, I'm a metal guitarist.
No, you were in Fleshhammer's overlapped with Ostracized for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah.
For a minute.
like a year or two.
About a year. About a year.
Wow.
But I really started to really enjoy what Dee and I were putting together down in the
Right.
arcade graveyard.
Graveyard.
As
Kevin
Were
did
you
there.
thinking of
as we
Gaylord?
like to call it.
There was like that kind of
meant what he said.
synergy
Paying
there.
up knobs.
Right, you had that connection.
You get the
He's
voice.
just
Right.
handling knobs.
Yeah. And then it
sticks.
pumps you. It gets you.
Really,
Yeah.
and encouraging you to, no, I liked what you were doing that. Do that again.
Well, how was the writing? Because you were starting playing, I'm going to guess, covers then, right? Like starting just playing covers, getting all the chords down. How was it transitioning into like a writing side of that?
It's funny you should ask that because the first person that saw all the music that I had written down was this guy.
Really?
I had a whole album already written. I'd been
See,
writing since I was
love that.
16.
That's fucking great, dude. And the best shit comes out of the fucking those earlier.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Kevin, what about you? Always been drums? Or obviously now you're kind of delving into the looping.
I'm with Kevin on
the
that.
new,
I've been
the
playing
new
a lot of
instruments
guitar,
are new. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been drumming since I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was like taken to a metal show. And I didn't know I was like 15. And I was like just down hanging out with my friends basically. And then because I never listened to this music at all.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you mean Screamo?
Right. Yeah.
And I went to this fucking metal show and this local bands. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It was. Have you guys heard the band Taking Dawn?
That's the best way to pop your cherry, Kev.
They're like radio metal.
Yeah.
Really?
They're like radio metal. They're from,
Where was it at?
They're dude, it was like a warehouse. It was like a real fucking. It was like an underground.
Which
fucking,
way,
in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
Oh,
okay.
Vegas. I grew up in Vegas.
Okay,
I
okay.
moved to Reno when I was 19.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And joined Ostracized like right when I was like 21.
Yeah. Playing drums out in the alley while the band.
You're like, hey,
was over
motherfuckers, I'm from
21.
Vegas. Pick me up.
But yeah, it was this band that now they're Taking Dawn. They're still doing stuff, but it's like radio metal.
Why does it sound familiar?
It's
That
good.
fucking sounds familiar.
They've done things, but they used to
Yeah.
be.
Sounded like it was part of the Twilight Saga.
Dude, yeah, no.
Did they
they're
do a
kinda-
cover? Did they do a cover song?
They did the Chain.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Chain.
Those
That's
guys,
where I
those guys are
fucking
from
heard it
Vegas.
from.
So,
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. They did the Chain.
Oh, they did a cover of that.
They
So
did a
get
cover.
this.
It's a good cover.
they were like a fucking sick thrash band
Really?
until they got signed.
Yeah.
It was like that type of thing. And like, you know, I don't know their lives or anything, but I will say those dudes were the coolest fucking dudes. Like I was
Yeah.
in high school and they would come to our high school and like hustle us fucking tickets to their shows and shit.
That's
No
cool.
shit.
and
do it.
one of
Yeah.
their shows, and all my friends were musicians.
Yeah.
I hung out with like the punk kids and shit.
Right,
you know?
right.
And I didn't play anything. And there's one. They were Seventh Son before they were Taking Dawn. And
Okay.
the front guy is Chris Babbitt. He's like they're all
Long-haired
super
guy.
super friendly dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the guy. And my buddy who's a bass player was like, dude, because they swung some dick in Vegas. You know, like there's a reason they got signed. It's
Yeah.
too bad they, yeah, you know.
I don't know what happened. This
yeah,
was a long time
it's just
ago.
radio metal.
Yeah,
now,
yeah, yeah.
But they were like a fucking thrash band, dude.
Yeah.
And my buddy who's a bass player asked, like, what's their secret? Like, how do you do this? And he says, you know the secret? You get a good fucking drummer,
Yep.
and you hang on to that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like, that summer, I had
Yeah.
a drum kit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll be at the drum. Like, none of my friends play drums. All my friends played bass or guitar or sang.
Yeah, bass players and drummers
Yeah.
are usually especially here in Reno. They're the
Unless you're
hardest
Scott
ones.
Schlingheide, you're the fucking
He's
bass player.
He is the
pimp.
bass pimp. Yeah, he is the bass pimp. There's a he has a
like,
bass.
"You need a bass
He
player?
has a bass
You need a
prop.
bass player? I got like four. I got five. You want a bass player?
It's funny you would say that because I've heard that 1,000 times.
Dude.
Dude,
He's
he's
like,
it's,
guitarists are so hard to find. And I'm like, your ass sucks canal water. Everybody and his brother plays guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
It's
shit.
hard to find a good drummer.
yeah,
Valid.
drummers. Yeah, drummers are really.
That's
hard.
why you're in 5 bands.
That's why I'm in 5 bands.
That's why he's a little drumming slut.
Yeah, and I'm not even good. I just project that. I'm like the $5 pizzas at fucking Little Caesars. I'm the cheap end of that.
Cheap but delicious.
Cheap but delicious.
It's hot and ready. So.
It's hot and ready. That's exactly it.
Is that how you're going to describe yourself now? Hot
Yeah,
and ready?
yeah. That's all I put. Craigslist ad, hot and ready drummer. And they're like, oh, they're on it.
Hot and
dude.
ready drummer, $5. They're
Yeah.
like, fuck, call this dude.
You ready right now? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
He seems like he's legit.
Yeah, you want extra salty?
Yeah.
You can get my pretzel bun.
I got the pretzel bun too as well.
What about you? Did you have anything on your background that you were like, man, I always wanted to play guitar, I always wanted to play drums?
Like,
What led you to do that?
Kind of always wanted to do all of it. I was a bit of a closet singer my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, just there was like anything, dude. There's certain music I like, definitely heavier shit as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, but I mean, it's kind of funny. I pretended to not like singing a lot when I was younger because I'm Mexican, so we grew up kind of religious when I was younger.
I know all about it.
Yeah, so my mom was talking about like choir and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to sing about that.
Some of the best vocalists come out of choir.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean,
it's really good practice.
in retrospect, I'm really kicking myself for not having done
because
it.
learning that shit would have just added.
Yeah.
It would have been phenomenal. It would have made me that much better of a singer like nowadays. But at the same time, I was like 6, 7 years old. I'm like, I ain't singing about
Right? Get the fuck out of
I ain't
here.
singing about Jesus. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
This book sucks.
Motley Crue, motherfucker!
pretty much. I'm just like, well, I was like, oh,
I'm writing a review.
I watched this guy. He bit the head off a bat. I think I want to sing like that guy. That's kind of cool. Like I like that. I mean, over the years, just listened to more and more heavy music as I got older, and then when I was about 7, 8 years old, my brother, his best friend, came over with a Slayer CD, and it was Divine Intervention. I was like, so it just come out, and he came into my bedroom, and because my brother and I shared a room, and he's just like, after my brother and him got in a fight about, no, you're not going to put that CD. I don't want to listen to that right now.
Yeah.
Brother jumped in the shower. He's like, I'm putting this fucking CD.
Hell yeah.
Put the Slayer
Thank you,
CD
brother.
on, and I'm just like 10 seconds in, it's like my boner's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm just like,
What the fuck is
who?
this?
What is this, and why is it so fucking good?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Put the cat down.
It's really too bad that his introduction to Slayer was Divine Intervention.
Well,
It's sad.
better than anything else, honestly.
better than
I mean,
that.
it could have been
Haunting the
worse.
Chapel or Hell Awaits, but
I was
guess
like
we'll
2
take
years
what we
old
can
when
It could have been
Haunting the
Limp
Chapel
Bizkit.
came out.
Yeah, but see, that's mine was Marilyn Manson, so I think he has a one up on me for sure.
That's
I
just
would
because you're
never
into
have admitted
pantyhose.
that.
I actually have to.
I do like pantyhose.
I have to thank you for showing
wearing
me
them right
a
now.
lot more metal because I didn't know much at all. Even when I was playing with Dead Reckoning, I didn't know that much metal.
Yeah.
Like the heaviest shit I listened to was Chimera.
I was gonna say you were in that was the same realm we were at.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when we were listening to everything with like the first Slipknot when that came out.
Oh yeah.
and
First Slipknot, all
yeah,
that.
Chimera.
No. 06, 07,
Yeah.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Dry Kill Logic.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
dude, I
another
remember
one.
those guys.
Those
Oh,
guys are
dude.
awesome, too.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, dude.
I remember
still
turning this
love
guy
those guys.
turn him onto like Dying Fetus, Suffocation,
Yeah.
a lot of those upstate New York.
Well,
Small
see,
fucking bands.
well, Dying
Fucking
Fetus, their
Behringer, too.
drummer
Yeah.
ended up going to Chimera for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah. So he ended up touring with them for a while.
That's how power trips.
Because the drummer was
Trey Williams.
Yeah, he was having this, midlife crisis where he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then
He bought a Corvette.
Yeah, he wasn't Vince.
Oh, gotcha.
But
What about a motorcycle?
yeah, I got a 250. All right, but anyway, yeah. So he ended up filling in, and Dying Fetus, the fucking amazing drummer.
Yeah.
Like so,
Unreal.
it's like when he got in there, it was like, dude, I hope this fucking lasts. This is fucking good. Not to say anything bad about the, what was his name?
Trey Williams.
Yeah, Trey Williams. Dude, he was phenomenal. But dude, I think they could have done a lot with the Dying Fetus drummer. I can't fucking remember his name. Oh,
No, Trey Williams is the Dying Fetus drummer.
Yes.
What do you think I'm saying?
yeah, the original Chimera
Oh, I don't
drummer.
know his name.
Yeah,
Andals.
was it
Andals.
Andals?
Was he from Celtic Frost?
No.
He was from.
That's where the fact check comes into play, gentlemen.
Hey, look it up.
He was from Madonna Terra. Look that shit up. All right. Anyway,
He's a drum for Michael Jackson.
no, he had a visa issue. That's why he had to leave. There was a visa issue.
He turned into an alien and he had to go.
Yeah, literally, he turned into an alien.
That's why I'm
The government was like,
You have
"Hey,
to go
I
home.
see
You have
you,
to go home for
motherfucker.
10 days
You're on
before you
tour.
come back.
All right, fucking Pat. Gee, there's like 20 members of this fucking band.
Yeah. Chimera.
Mark Hunter, Jason Hagar, Andrew Ermlich, Jason Gennaro, Rob Arnold, Rob
He's all
Laniak,
the drummers?
Handles, Herrick.
No, go
Drummers
to the,
only, please.
I think he's on Wikipedia, so it's just naming
No, go to
past
drummers,
members.
dude.
He's reading the
Break it
roster.
down into but that's a fucking that's like half.
It has to say drummers on the side of that
Bitch, it
fucking
does.
thing.
No, it doesn't. It's Wikipedia, bro.
Oh, you're
All right,
getting
let's
wrong.
start back.
names.
Look up Trey
Dude,
Williams
it's gonna
and work
say
backwards.
it's gonna say Madonna's on there, dude.
Here we go.
It's Wikipedia.
We have the worst
That shit
Jamie
fucking-
ever.
I know, dude.
Previous members:
All right.
Jason Gennaro, drums.
Okay. No, thank you.
Richard Even Sand, drums.
Even sand.
Evanson, Even Sand.
Yeah,
Even
gotcha,
sand?
yeah.
Oh my fucking
How
god!
even was it?
Handles, Herrick,
Handles.
You're fucking fired.
drums.
Were you a substitute teacher at
You
some
were
point?
definitely a substitute
Any
teacher.
of those names ring a fucking bell?
No. Pack-
That's all of them.
So one of their several drummers had to leave.
I was waiting.
One of those
So
several
they caught
drummers.
Trey Williams, dog.
So yeah, the drummer that was in Dying Fetus was covering for the drummer for Chimera. But he had to leave. It was a short stint. It was like almost a year or
Must have
two.
been Kevin Talley.
It must have been. Why does it have it on there?
Fucking Chimera.
You know, you
Process of
son of a
elimination.
bitch.
The other one of 20 drummers listed.
No,
No,
well,
no,
he
no,
also
dude.
did a super group. The guitar did a.
We need like a map with all the red strings and the pins, and
There's like 20 members of like the last 10 fucking.
like a suspect map.
Feel like this person drummed for Chimera.
What's the
But then
singer?
they went to go here, then they came back. and
The
then they went
singer's
here.
Alex,
Mark
right?
Hunter.
Mark. So yeah, he
You're
covered.
lucky I'm here.
Dude, motherfucker, dude. All right,
Someone's
anyway.
got to keep shit together.
Yeah, dude,
And then we had
Engineer Mike.
Aaron.
No, Mark covered for Randy when he was he had COVID.
Oh, I remember hearing that. I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay.
That was good. If you guys didn't watch that, it
I
was
wasn't
in
there.
Florida. They
I
have
guess you had to
based
be
in
there.
Florida. Fuck off. I'm not talking. About
Look it up. Get back to us.
I'm still trying to figure out this flow chart.
You're trying to figure out what the fucking spacebar key.
Well,
is.
you fucked up by going to Wikipedia. It's just blue names.
I know.
Oh well. So I mean, you guys have been doing incredible shit, and this episode is going to air on Sunday. So tomorrow night, which would be Saturday.
I'm not watching it.
So fuck no, I wouldn't either. I don't
Thank
like
you.
listening to his voice. But we're gonna be playing together at the Cellar stage at Alturas on so the 13th for the Metal Exorcism 3.
Don't be there.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not
Terrible.
going.
He's the worst fucking vocalist.
Yeah.
Go there for
I
these
told
guys.
you, all I do
that's
is
it.
suck dick. All right, I'm good at
Sticks
it.
and shits on the stage.
But
In that order.
what other shows do you guys have coming up?
Dude, the Rivers of Nile.
The Rivers of Nile.
We got
It's September
Rivers of Nile.
19th, right?
Yeah.
19th.
Monday,
Yeah.
19th.
Yep.
Where
Buy your
at?
pre-sales now. Buy.
No, buy it, because,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, we
And
got to
that's
pack the house. I want to
Yes,
say,
I would love to.
they're
get that.
fucking. They're coming to Reno on their day
It's
off.
an off.
Yes.
It's an
That's
off
why
day.
it's Monday. That's
I
not
know.
why
That's
they're
why
with
we
their
have
touring
to
band.
pack
We got to
the fuck
pack
out
the
of that thing.
fucking house.
Fucking it.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, that is an all ages show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you for putting that
Alpine.
in there
Fucking
because we
time.
do
The
not have-
Alpine.
Yeah, there's another at least new to me venue called the Alpine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, and I was just when they told us all
pretty nice
ages.
place.
It's like
The few.
okay,
Yeah.
dude, are you kidding me?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
bring your
venue
goddamn
is gorgeous.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, the venue is gorgeous. The
Yeah, it's a
sound is
nice
awesome.
That's what
You're
I
gonna
hear.
Fucking love
I hear
it.
really
Chris
nice
Chris
things about
Nixon
it.
does their sound.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him there when I went to the prop show.
Oh, good old Chrissy boy.
Yeah.
No, I was supposed to go
So
see.
he's been a long time supporter.
Supposed to go see Framing Henley there with my girlfriend or my fiance. She was like, "Have you ever heard these guys?" I'm like, they're kind of pop punky, but I guess if you want to go see a show, I'll take you.
Hey, just an added bonus there. John 5 is also playing on August 27th, and I will be filling in for the drummer for Lincoln Skins.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Where's that?
That's going to be at Sierra Tap House.
Who cares?
I'm not going.
Nobody's interested.
Sierra Tap House.
Yeah, Sierra Tap House.
Who cares?
Dude, John
Who
5.
cares?
Johnny 5. Johnny 5.
You know John 4? It's
Yeah.
the guy who came after him.
It's the one after him. Exactly.
Is it actually is the name actually based on John 5 the robot from Short Circuit?
No. Right? No, it's not. Don't get too fucking
Steve
excited.
Gutenberg's not there. I'm not going.
Dude, Steve,
Johnny 5.
he's going to be there, but he's going to be
Johnny
dressed up
Five alive.
as a woman. So,
Dude, you had had a pronounced reaction on that one.
I just think about it.
Before?
No, yeah. No, we were talking about it before. So.
Hello, bozo.
I'm telling you, Wally fucking stole that from Johnny Five. For sure.
For sure. Not the John 5. By the way.
So we like to do a segment on here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or heard the podcast, but
The Four Horsemen.
It's not the Four fucking Horsemen. It could be. But we call it
a
the
good
Mount
change.
Rushmore. So we have the Mount Rushmore of either the top 4 bands, artists, or combination of the two. If you have that whole band made a huge influence in my life.
But this member was
or
amazing.
you could say, you know what, that one person of that band made a difference in my influence. So what are your top 4? If you had to pick a top 4.
Les Claypool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's kind of a
Oh, is that everybody?
Primus.
Cool. Yeah, that's
Really?
definitely been mine.
top 4.
My name is Mud.
All right. Well, I saw Primus not too long ago, and I was disappointed at Knitting Factory.
Yeah, it's like you're about 20 years too late to see a good Primus show.
Yeah,
Valid.
I was gonna say
That is valid.
The last time I saw Primus, I too was very disappointed.
Oh, was that the
Was
Tahoe
that the
one?
knitting?
Yeah.
Oh,
That one was a
Tahoe?
little
This is a
lackluster.
Tahoe.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Dude.
despite the venue,
Might have been the same tour.
The last 3 times I saw Les Claypool, but
Did they play Popeye cartoons through the whole fucking almost like half of that?
No,
damn
this
thing?
was before they started doing Popeye. They just
right.
kind of they played like the circus music over the spacemen and shit.
Yeah.
Which was fucking.
Yeah, all right,
whatever,
get the
dude.
fuck out of here, dude.
Long and short of it,
Come
to
slap
me,
some bass.
to me, the guy just doesn't give a shit anymore. He's just like, well,
Yeah.
I do this in my sleep.
Yeah,
and
I make a lot of
I'm,
money.
and I'm getting paid, and I don't
Yep.
fucking care.
Yeah,
so,
I do South Park. Fuck off.
I still love him.
Yeah.
I think he's a great. He's
Yeah,
great.
I will say though that Tahoe show
I
was.
just everything he still does.
Yeah, he's
But
still good.
I've seen him in other projects too, and dude, I saw him in fucking Aftershock with Primus, frying my balls off. That shit was tight.
Yeah,
Aftershock, he gave
Your
a
balls
shit,
were
though.
tight?
You got to
Or-
see Duo to
All
Twang,
of
you
it.
piece of shit.
yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I
all of
would,
it was cool.
I would have loved to seen him in Metallica though. That's
Dude, I
a lot
saw
of
him,
people would have.
one of his cover bands, Duo to Twang, is just him and this guitarist, and then they have like a little kick drum,
yeah.
and he does like 30 seconds of Master of Puppets.
Does he really?
And no, how did
Well,
he
you guys go to the
Dude,
story
he did,
about
no, he
that,
did
right?
an
Yeah,
entire.
he
He
went to
did.
school with their all
He did an
Well, no, he
entire cover.
auditioned.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
auditioned for him.
But he
They were
didn't get
looking
it.
for-
He
He
did
did
it.
Staying Alive.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking sick. He did
Yeah.
Staying Alive from the Bee Gees, and it was so good.
Dude,
and then
how
he
can
was,
you
and then he
not
was, and then he
fucking
was
get that
like,
guy, dude, who's
shit
Staying
like
Alive?
that. That's why I didn't get into Metallica.
No.
And then he goes right into Master of Puppets, dude. He does like 30 seconds of
that
Master
was
of Puppets.
definitely Lars' decision.
It was so
there,
sick.
dude.
No,
Oh.
you would have outshined a lot.
Oh yeah,
Dude, he
fucking-
would've,
who cares, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked
We
out the
really
way
would've-
it was, dude.
He would
If you
have
haven't
outshined
known already,
Metallica.
Lars
Yeah,
can't
dude.
drum worth a shit.
Also,
so
the band would have
he's
been
like, nah,
completely
he would've
different.
made
All
it.
their
Yeah,
bands
dude.
would
Les,
have
Les
been
needs a
different.
drummer,
He was the
dude.
bass
Yeah.
player.
For sure. So we're gonna Metallica's not on our top 4.
No, definitely not.
No, they are not.
So Les Claypool,
Yes.
Vader.
Yeah.
Vader.
Fuck yeah,
Vader.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
don't think I've
dude.
heard that.
Well, dude,
That's a first.
We've got a little saying in our circle, and that is Vader wins. Like, because dude, Vader's one of those bands that's been around since like the late '70s, dude. And a lot of people
Right.
don't fucking
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
But those guys been around
It's
fucking
not
forever.
Darth Vader, you fuckers.
No.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, basically if they, yeah, Vader from Poland.
Death metal, thrash metal, early 1983 to present.
Oh, look at you, Jamie.
Fact check
Look
the
at
shit
you,
out of
Jamie. Thank you.
Look, my man said it was late 70s. It's
Yeah.
late 70s.
Well, 'cause back in the good old days of LimeWire,
Again, fuck off, Mike.
You have the fucking internet to send me.
well, 'cause back in the good old days of LimeWire, when you used to
valid,
give
yeah.
your computer aids to download music.
Hell
and movies.
yeah.
I was like, well,
It's more
I
herpes.
downloaded
Yeah, I was
Scratch it
gonna say,
off.
give me herpes. Let's get it going.
exactly, pretty much. But either way, so I downloaded a bunch of Vader, and it's
Just
just like
scratch it away.
I had early Vader albums, early Behemoth albums from
Ooh,
1979.
Behemoth, dude. Fuck.
I had albums from both of those fucking bands from 1979, and I was
God
like, "What?"
damn.
And it's just like someone had a tape recorder because you could hear it just
Right, yeah, the whole, yeah.
the whole time in the back, and it's just a single solitary bass drum and a snare, and the guy just going at 1,000 miles an hour as fast as he can, and it's like,
Yeah, right. This is great.
it hurts my ears.
We're going to be pioneers.
It's like, it hurts my ears. Yeah, they're great. Yeah.
And they were.
Don't ask me to read the band member names.
No, don't.
No, I'm asking to read them.
Hey,
The only
Aaron,
original guy left
Go ahead.
was the bass player.
Read
but
them
now he's
off.
the singer.
the bass player?
There's one dude named Vog.
That's a bass player. That sounds like a bass player.
Shambo.
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 Is that ShamWow? He created that.
ShamWow's his son.
Not even
Shambong.
Not even try the rest.
All right. So Vader, we got Les Claypool.
And Metallica.
I would say Death. Death is one that we all. At
Oh,
least I
we
know
had
that
Death
was one
on
I
it.
knew before you guys because I remember talking on the phone with you about it.
Bullshit, man. I knew about
that
death
was-
way before.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like before Ostracized.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Like Death
was
was
Mathis, yeah.
pretty influential.
Yeah. See, I thought this
Yeah,
was
that's a
going to
pretty
be
big
like
one.
personal influences, but Chuck Schuldinger was one of my 4 influences.
It was personal,
Yeah.
but you guys were started as groups, so we were just rock with that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear your picks, Kevin.
Actually, throw them in there.
Selfish.
Lana Del
fuck.
Rey.
No.
There, I said it.
Selfish.
Actually, I
bastard.
want them because if anybody is listening to this, I love people just bringing names to me, because I'll just dive deep, Google search.
He's also a
My
stalker.
boy
so-
Mike, dude.
Yeah, no, but
Google's
seriously,
that
like, because I'll listen to stuff that I've never listened to that people bring up, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, you're right. I fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you
Yo.
meant it
He
was
works
a
for the
band.
IRS part time
comes to
too,
crazy
so he
truck
really
shit.
does
yeah,
his
no,
digging.
CIA, fuck off, dude.
Oh, that's
All right, wrong
that's the
acronym.
drummer.
Yeah,
Zach
get your
Hill?
shit.
Yeah,
right.
Zach Hill.
Zach Hill?
Zach Hill's a bad.
Zach Hill.
Yeah, he's the he drums for Death Grips.
Drums for Death Grips. He's in it.
Death
He has
Grips.
one
Oh, yeah,
band
they're
called
fucking
Hella
sick.
that's like kind of like math rock. And
Math rock.
that just like
It's not hell, yeah.
no, it's just Hella.
Okay.
Math rock is like where they're doing like shit like what was that song by Tool, the Lateralis, where they did the whole thing in
46
like
and 2?
no Lateralis. They did the song in the Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
In the measures.
goddamn.
Yeah.
And it's like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
that
they do
level.
crazy counts.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
really?
fucking
Oh, I'm gonna
insane.
love the
And he
shit
just
out of that,
blasts through
dude.
shit,
Yeah,
and it's
no,
like
I'm gonna
kind
love
of
that.
weird mixture of jazz. And
Yeah, because I'm in that right now.
Yeah.
We're totally transforming Cyanate right now.
What's the fuck?
Math rock.
It's
bro.
called math metal. Fuck
But
off, dude. It's
look
called
at the
math
band
metal.
Hella. Just yeah.
Hella Zach Hill.
H-E-L-L-A.
Dude,
Hella.
I
It must
guarantee
be
hell
from
yeah
Reno,
is gonna
because
pull
you
it.
can't say hella.
That's such
Dude,
a West
Death
Coast
Grips is
fucking.
No, it is a
thing.
West
No,
Coast
I'm
thing.
pretty
That
sure
is a
they're from
West Coast.
California.
I was gonna say that's a
No, they're
definitely West Coast.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Or at least Zach Hill is.
I was like, that's
yeah,
either
Death Grips
Reno
is
or
from
Sac
Sacramento.
right there.
That's such a California.
Yeah, Zach
thing,
Hill's
too.
a
And Death
pretty
Grips is
badass
just like
drummer.
super angry EDM with super angry rap lyrics over it. And
Really?
Then and that's like their album. And then live, Zach Hill drums.
Really?
Yeah, so
Jesus.
like Zach Hill's not on like the albums, but he's like part of the band, so that he writes with them. And then live, he drums.
It's like listening
It's
to
like-
metal
Do they
Sick.
have live
DMT.
performances?
Yeah,
on YouTube?
no, I've seen them
yeah.
live. They're
Shit.
fucking,
Shit,
on
dude.
YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure they do. They
I'll
do
find
one
it.
because they don't do a lot of interviews, and they
Yeah.
have one video that's like interview with Death Grips, like the year,
Yeah.
and then it's just them playing their album.
Yes, yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
they're
that.
super artsy and shit.
Yeah.
They like don't sell merch at their fucking
Oh,
shows.
perfect, dude. That's like
Yeah,
it's like
they're like they're fucking they're one of those.
yeah.
But dude, they fucking
Fuck it,
do
dude.
it.
Let me piss on this
Yeah.
canvas.
It's like, this is a masterpiece.
All right.
Queued up. I'm just.
Oh yeah,
Cue it.
internet
Yeah,
slow.
cue it up.
No,
Fuck it
it's
up.
queued up.
All right, what else we got?
They can't hear it.
That was the 4.
That was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah, but are we doing individual here?
Holy shit! You want to go to?
I want to
midnight?
go individual. Yeah, let's go do individuals.
What's your top 16?
No.
What's your mark?
Hey, no. Okay, since we already did the band, let's do individuals. Just one though.
And then, what's your favorite fits?
Fuck off.
I want to know your
Ooh,
favorite
go.
colors.
What we got?
Blue.
Blue. Blue Man Group. Okay.
Blue Man Group.
Favorite
He
color.
said he
Right
wanted a
now,
favorite
I'm
color.
going through a little bit of an orange thing.
Orange.
Like an
Orange amps
orange.
are great. All right. Tyrell.
What favorite? What? What were you asking? here?
Were you listening to the dude's story?
Favorite titties.
Favorite kind of titties? Ooh, there's a lot of titties out there.
I know.
Kate Benton. So.
Like big B, small C.
You don't need too big.
Big beast, small C.
You don't need Dolly Partons here, dude. Come on, let's go.
I don't know,
I'll
she
go
got
for
nice
dollies,
tits,
dude.
don't
You
Got
want to go
nice
for
tits.
dollies?
I'll go for dollies.
Are you titty
I'd go
guys?
for dollies too.
Yeah, I'm more of a booty guy, but
I'm more of a
as
booty
always.
guy
I will
too.
say no to titties.
As always.
But see,
We're
that
not
she don't
dumb.
have the ass to fill out titties, so that's what I'm saying.
True that,
She's
true
old
that.
now.
No, she is holding out. She
I don't
didn't,
give a fuck how
Not
old
her
she is,
titties.
dude.
she didn't get those filled in when she got her tits filled.
Dude, I don't
That's
give a
all
fuck
I'm
how
saying.
old Dolly Parton is. It's like, well, Dolly Parton and Goldie Hawn, dude, they could be 1,000 years old, decrepit, and I'd still think they're hot, and I'd still fuck the shit out of them.
Yeah, well, that's
You,
what
you,
I
you
said.
can quote me on that.
Where's
Dude,
the
Kate
love?
Beckinsale,
shit.
though.
Goldie Hawn of
Oh, no, I-
Ostracized
yeah.
will
Dude,
wreck
Beckinsale.
Goldie Hawn and
Eh?
Dolly Parton.
Tyrell, yeah, you with me on that?
Oh yeah. I'm
Okay,
with
then
you
you
on
heard me.
All right, good answer. Good answer.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
I'm not.
Daddy gonna break some hips tonight, man. I don't give a shit.
Dude, she got with Pete Davidson. I feel I have a chance.
Who?
A chance of getting VD.
Did you hear why?
Who got with Pete Davidson? Dully?
No,
No.
Kate Beckinsale, you
No,
dumb
she did
motherfucker.
not.
Yes,
She
she
did not.
did.
Dude, I got facts.
Kim Kardashian did,
Kim
you fuck.
Kardashian, not Kate Beckinsale.
Before,
No.
what's her name?
Ariana
The
Grande.
Kardashian bitch. Before that,
He was not
dude,
with
she-
Kate Beckinsale.
Yes, he
Kate
was.
Beckinsale is a posh fucking bitch. Like she should have
she's
been
not.
Posh
She's an-
Spice.
Look it up. Google that shit.
She's a
Don't fuck
bitch.
with her,
She's a fucking whore.
dude, I'm telling you right now.
Fucking
Oh,
bitch.
Look it up.
She's
Dude,
England. I actually didn't know who she
Becca's a
was.
bitch.
Yeah, look it up.
I'm already on. I'm on it.
Are you on it?
Hey, take
Thanks.
a break, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Fuck off, Mike. You suck. You got the big
Here's the
computer,
first thing
too.
I did. Kate Beckinsale dated, and it's briefly dated back in 2019.
What was it?
The first
What
pair
was
hit
it?
it off at Golden Globes after party in January.
Who was the name?
Gross, dude.
Who was the name?
Beckinsale and Davidson.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
They
you.
went to a fucking show together. Or
Yeah,
something.
no,
That was
they
a
were fucking
date.
knocking boots, dude. Whatever.
He's got
They fucked, man. That's
These
the
boots
point.
were made for walking, but she was fucking knocking them in the
He's
air
not good
when.
looking. He wasn't fucking rich.
No, but he did fucking
But he's
King of
funny.
Staten Island.
During
Yeah,
the
exactly.
fling, Beckinsale was asked by reporters to describe her ideal man, to which she responded,
I want the
Funny.
King of Staten Island.
I like funny.
dude. Exactly.
Yeah, this Long Island
Yeah.
tattooed clown
Yeah.
over here.
That's what I say. I have a
Got one
chance.
right.
Thank
got
you.
one right.
Thank you. Fact check me, motherfucker.
Frost.
Celtic Frost. You can-
They were at the
It
Capitol
was
riots.
Celtic
Did you know?
Frost, you dick.
Pete Davidson was
Celtic,
Celtic. Jesus Christ.
Pete Davidson had nothing to do with any of that.
I know. That you know of. Google it, Mike.
Google won't save you here.
He was like, I was working security that
Yeah, he
night.
was like, I was the guy in the fucking riot armor.
She's got horrible taste in men.
Hell yeah, no shit.
I know. That's why I said I have a chance.
Don't they all?
We've been right here this whole time.
I know. Tell her to come to Reno.
But gentlemen, we've
Thank
had a
you,
great
guys.
fucking
Yeah, that
time.
was
This was so fucking
that was
awesome.
fantastic.
I
Thanks for
hate
having
it.
us, dudes.
I'm glad you fucking hated
Yeah.
it.
I hate everything.
Thank you. Somebody did.
Well, you're easy to piss off, so I
Yeah.
love it. But thank you guys so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having
It's been
me.
a long
Thanks,
time
guys.
coming.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fuck yeah, Rose.
don't forget to check out these guys if you haven't
Tomorrow.
yet. Go hit up all their socials.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Ostracized.
Yeah, yes.
Go check them out. Yeah.
Hit the time machine.
This video will be posting on Sunday, but
That's going to fuck me
if
up every
yeah,
Rivers of Nile.
if you were at the
Rivers
show,
of Nile, September 19th.
Yeah, September 19th. We've got Rivers of Nile coming through town, and these guys are playing with them at the Alpine. So all ages show. Finally, here in
Yes.
Reno, we finally got one. So grab your kids, grab your grandma, get your asses down to go see Ostracized with
Hey, you
Rivers
get
of
tickets
Nile.
from us, you get them cheaper.
Get your tickets from
Guess
them.
where
You
I'm
heard
getting
it
my
first,
fucking
right
tickets
here.
from.
But thank you guys so much for being on the podcast.
Yes,
and
thank
thank
you
you
guys.
all for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you haven't again, remember, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we will see you next episode. Take care. Until next time.
Bye.